Hello, welcome back to Mini-Modelog. If you've not been here before, I do unboxings for most Games Workshop games, including Necromunda, 40k, Age of Sigmar, Blood Bowl, things like that. And I also do put together the models, give you my idea of what I think, and also give you some news on what's happening. And this is my mid-month news. So in this episode, I'm going to be covering a bit about Adeptus Titanicus. Now it's up for pre-order. What's new on Forge World for Blood Bowl, and probably some Kill Team stuff. I haven't mentioned Kill Team in the past. So let's get straight on it. Adeptus Titanicus is now up for pre-order on Games Workshop's website, and I went and had a look, and I already knew from going to Warhammer Fest that it was going to be expensive. It was going to be really quite expensive game, between 100 and 200 pounds. So I'm just going to the pre-order page. I've got my laptop in front of me here, just so you know. So pre-orders range from the basic rules, which is Adeptus Titanicus, the Horus Heresy rule set, which is £35, up to the Titanicus collection, which is £183.99. So it's a wide range. Now, on previous box games, so the Age of Sigmar release we've had, which followed in the footsteps of the 40k release the year before, for 8th edition, they rolled out a series of things to make you be able to get into the game at different levels, from a small pack right the way up to the large game. They've tried something similar with Titanicus, but I started adding up the prices and things don't quite add up. So to get the rule set, you're looking at 35 quid. But then to buy a Warlord Battle Titan, you're looking at another £65. Now that's £100, right? But the Warlord collection is £100 and you get all that in it. So why would I buy those two things separately, Games Workshop? I might as well buy your Warlord collection. So for me, the starting price point really for this game was £100, whichever way you look at it. The Grand Master Edition includes more terrain by the look of it and more models. Probably another 100 odd quid's worth of models. So the 175 Grand Master Edition, you do get more stuff for your money than what the actual price point is. It's £175. And then the Titanicus collection is the Grand Master Edition plus the Titanicus book, which is £183.99. Now I'm assuming that book is a hardback version, considering that's another 9-10 quid. So I felt this is a wee bit expensive. I knew it was going to be expensive anyway, but let's have a look what you get in the Grand Master Edition, shall we? So for £175, which is really probably the best bang for your buck for all the versions they're doing of it, you of course get the rule set, rules and background, 96-page rule book, brilliant. The basic rules, advanced rules, optional rules, which you know, apparently are not necessary for the game. The rule section can be added to add extra complexity and depth, and I quite like that they've split it up in such a way that you're not just thrown hundreds of rules from the beginning. You can level up your rules knowledge as you go along, if you like. And then you've got inside 8 spectacular plastic miniatures, 6 Imperial Knights and 2 Warlord Titans. And then a load of accessories, 6 Titan command terminals, 2 Quest Warriors Knight command terminals, 28 weapon cards, 28 mission stratagem cards, 2 reference sheets, 21 Adeptus Titanicus dice, 1d6 reactor die, 1d6 hit location die, 2 numbered d10, 6 d6 order die, 10 Adeptus Titanicus d6 and 1 scatter dice. So you get a fair bit of dice in it, and some blast markers and flame templates, etc. I thought they were moving away from flame templates, but obviously they brought them back for Titanicus. Personally, I think this is a really expensive game to get into. You've really got to be a collector. I collect loads of games, but this is just a bit of a stretch for me. You know, for £175, I could buy a lot of Ultramarines for that, or a lot of Death Guard for that. So I'm finding it a bit expensive personally. But for those of you who are going for it, please put a comment down below. Tell me what you got, what you bought, what you think of the actual models. I'd really be interested to know if the Titans in it are the same scale as the Titans for 40k. I don't think they are. I think they're smaller, which is a bit of a shame. So I think, you know, you've missed a trick there to be able to move it across to another game. But that's just my opinion. Other releases, of course, we've got Kill Team, more Kill Team stuff coming. And the other thing I saw that was out was Warhammer Age of Sigmar Champions, the card game. I popped a picture up and didn't realise it was out. I was in a local gaming store in Lincoln at the time. I saw that the new sets were out, and there's 4 starter sets, Order, destruction, chaos, and death, which is of course the 4 kind of main realm kind of ideals. So I was quite interested to see. Let me know down below if you're playing the game. Let me know what it's like. I managed to get a rule set while I was there, and I am tempted to buy into it, but at the moment I'm holding off because I want to see if it has any longevity. At the moment they've brought out the 4 core sets plus boosters, and I'm wondering how it'll move forward and how it'll progress. Also how the app will progress, because obviously the app isn't fully released yet, and that was the bit I was interested in with the AI side of it, where your cards come to life effectively. That was the bit that interested me, and apparently that isn't fully launched yet. So if you're interested in that, there is a article on the Warhammer community page, which I'll pop up in due course. Now, Forge World have released some new Blood Bowl stuff. So Forge World tend to deal in the more kind of, if you're all into Blood Bowl and you want things like star players or even cheerleaders, there's some new things out this month. So you've got Orc cheerleaders, you've got Chaos cheerleaders, you've got human cheerleaders all coming. I believe the human teams are called the Reaverettes, the Orc ones are called the Wars, and the Chaos ones are called the Damsels. I'd be really interested to see if we get Skaven ones at some point, but they haven't arrived yet. So it's pretty cool that they've done cheerleaders. They've never done that in the past, to my knowledge, so I think that's really cool. There's a new booster for humans coming, as well as Eldril Sidewinder. Now, we saw this model at Warhammer Fest earlier in the year as a one that was up and coming. He's there for elf teams, so you elf union players out there are getting a new star player, so thumbs up for you. I don't know what these will retail at, but I imagine they'll be in the £15 bracket, considering most of the star players I've bought for the Skaven team are around £15. Talking of that, I still need to do an unboxing for that, and it will be on its way. The next week, I've already started unboxing the Nagroth Nightmares. I'm not going to do a put together for them because they're turning into a nightmare, as it says on the name. So I'll do another video where I show you all the models finished once I've glued them all together, because they're a bit fiddly and pernickety. And then I'll also do an unboxing for the Fat Rat for the Skaven team, but more about that later. But that's pretty much it for Blood Bowl releases. The other thing I want to mention is that just recently I've set myself a mini challenge recently to go on eBay and find certain things for like a lower price, and I managed to find a Lord of Contagion for under £5. So if any of you guys are out there for a Lord of Contagion and you want a link to try and get the one that I got, I can pop a link down below if you like, or if you want to contact me separately and I'll send you to the guy who I got it off, who I know has got quite a few left. But my new challenge for people out there is to find a model that you've been after for a while for the cheapest possible price. The first one was Lord of Contagion. I've seen him go from £5 to £20. So I went for £5 and I managed to get him for £5. I'm still waiting. Hopefully I was going to have him today, but unfortunately the postman's let me down. But so the faction focus is still up for Kill Team, going back to Kill Team. If you want to know any more about a faction you want to desire to use, all the indexes are up. Do go check out the Warhammer community page. That's it really. And most of the other stuff I've seen. Oh, one last thing. If you were after dragons for any of the early elf armies for Warhammer, at the moment they're doing, or for Age of Sigmar even, because there are rules for them, there is a limited print going for them at the moment. I'm just trying to find the information for you. Yes, for 1 week only, Legendary Heroes of the World That Was. So if you used to play Warhammer and you're worried that you're not going to be able to get certain things, there are 3 dragons available in all, and one is the Sisters of Twilight of Seath Har, which was a Wood Elf dragon. There's Prince Imeric, who was of course the High Elf dragon, and there's Malekith, the Witch King of Nagaroth, which is the Dark Elf dragon. So any of you guys out there, they're all £36 a pop, which I think is really reasonable. I'm really tempted to pick one of these up myself because they're beautiful models. And if you are going to do a thing of doing a dragon army, they're not a bad thing to buy for conversions. But I think that's it for this week. I hope you've enjoyed mid-month news. Next week, of course, I'll be doing the unboxing of the Nagroth Nightmares, so look out for that. If you like what I've been saying, hit the like button. If you want to see more and you want to see different things, hit the subscribe button, and do go check out my playlist on the Mini-Modelog page. But I'll see you next week for the Nagroth Nightmares unboxing.